No matter how far you travel, Istanbul always follows you. You think you've left it behind, and all of a sudden, it is right in front of you, with some association with a multitude of fascinating stories you've never heard before. I'm going to Sultanbeyli from Istanbul, passing through the new city, but actually it's a journey back to Istanbul, the city of history, fairy tales, and legends. Great empires, sieges, city walls. I find myself on a mountain road. It is a mountain road surrounded by pine trees, hornbeams, and oak trees, all of which I have been missing so much in Istanbul. Who knows where Istanbul Kalçılkum, a flower that is only found in this spot in Istanbul, is now. I am mounting, up to great heights, up hills, to places people cannot reach. I climb up to where bird songs blend with the buzzes of cicadas. As I climb higher, to the end of the green path where the ruff of the wind suppresses all other sounds, and I come across it. I see a jewel right in front of me, an extremely precious jewel protected for centuries by the trees, by the forest that is closed up on it. It shimmers in the hush of the forest. If you'd let it, it would tell a breathless tale. I shiver. Aydos, a Byzantine castle. Its name in Greek is Aydos. Aydos means eagle. When the Ottomans took the castle, it became Aydos. I touch its towers, which were used to observe the surroundings. This is truly an eagle's nest. It cowers the whole area. I think Aydos has almost hidden itself in a veil of clouds inside the legends. Even the surrounding walls have been covered. It kept to itself the rushing footsteps and all of the turmoil. The process that started with Aydos and continued with the magnificent support of the border Ghazis opened the door to Istanbul with Fatih's determination on land and sea.
Aydos tepede fethi güç bir kaledir. Aydos Kalesi'nin Osmanlılar eline geçmesi Gazi Rahman yahut Abdurrahman'la ilgilidir. Aydos Kalesi bir tarihte Kandıra'da yerleşen Akçakoca'nın emrinde genç ve atılgan bir uç gazisi, hudut gazisi tarafından işgal edilmiş. İzmit fethine kadar, İzmit fethi 1337'dir. Kandıra'ya Akçakoca'nın gelmesi ise 1305'lerdedir. 1305'ten sonradır.
I look at the vast scenery and try to imagine Abdurrahman Gazi. He lived during the period of Orhan and Osman Gazi, a bold, daring Rahman Gazi. I close my eyes and think of the old times. Approximately 2 centuries before this, in 1243, when Mongols were ruling Anatolia, they encountered Turks who have great knowledge of war technology like themselves and who are excellent cavaliers and outstanding archers and warriors. These are the times when savage wars blend with trade battles. Turkish dynasties advance by getting their power from Islam and holy war ideology. Although Byzantine tries to protect its borders by local Greek feudal landlords who are also governors, Osman Bey and Orhan Bey change the course of history with their conquests. They become Ghazis, they found the Ottoman state, and advance on the route to the empire with brave Ghazis. I come back to the present with the magnificence of the castle. I am on the extension of Mount Aydos, on the northeast side, which is 328 meters above sea level, at a point where one can see the 200 meters long valley, Samandara, Sarıgazi, Kartal, Pendik, Maltepe, Kusheko seems so close. Although with today's urban transformations, it is difficult to understand Aydos in those days. It was in a key position in the old days. Byzantines called this region Mesopotamia. After it was conquered by Rahman Gazi, under the leadership of Açakoca, it was changed to Kocaeli.
Osmanlıların Kandıra'dan sonra ilk fetihleri Samandıra'dır. Samandıra, Üsküdar'dan gelen büyük yolun üzerindedir. Osmanlılar evvela Samandıra'yı alırlar. Oradan tepedeki bu Bizans kalesini alırlar ve Gazi Abdurrahman orada yerleşir. Bir uç Serhat gazisi olarak orayı bir akın merkezi haline getirir. Buradan Gazi Rahman akınlar yapmakta. Üsküdar'a ve Boğaz'a akınlar yapmakta. İstanbul'da büyük bir telaş ve korku var. Bizans için bu bölge İstanbul'un hemen karşısında çok önemli bir bölge olduğu için stratejik bakımdan buraya Bizanslılar asker gönderirler. Rahman'ın işi çok güçtür. Bizanslarla çetin savaşlar olmaktadır.
Having settled in this inaccessible eagle's nest, Gazi Rahman carries out attacks and raids on the Byzantines, giving no respite. I think of the famous army route that Aydos watched. The army route that came from Üsküdar, leading the way to Anatolia, could be seen from its position, the route that empowered whomever took control of it. I can almost hear the agitated footsteps that ran through the forests. From a distance where it can see every movement of the enemy, see every step of the caravan that passes through the route of combat and commerce, a distance from which immediate intervention is possible.
Çocukluğumda tarihi roman okumaya çok meraklıydım. İlk okuduğum romancılardan bir tanesi Feridun Fazıl Tülbentçi'dir. Onun Osmanoğulları adında bir romanı var. Yani Osmanlı tarihini Osmanoğullarından başlayarak dönem dönem romanlaştırmış önemli bir romancıdır. Tarihi romancıdır ama nedense az biliniyor. Osmanoğulları romanında Osmanlı İmparatorluğu'nun kuruluşu anlatıyor tabii. Osman Gazi, Orhan Gazi vesaire. Efsaneye karışmış bir çeşit masal gibi çok zevkle okunan bir hikayeydi o. Ta o zamandan benim aklımdadır. Aydos Kalesi Tekürü'nün kızıyla Aydos Kalesi'ni fetheden Gazi Rahman arasındaki aşk. Bu Aydos Kalesi'ni ta o zamandan yani çocukluğumdan beri bilirim ama bu kalenin var olup olmadığını yakın zamanlara kadar bilmiyordum. Galiba kimse de bilmiyordu. Osmanlı tarihinin o kuruluş dönemi çok karanlık. Fazla vesika olmadığı için de fazla masal. Ama bazen masallar, efsaneler bana gerçek belgelerden tarihi daha sahih anlatıyormuş gibi geliyor. Yani o aşk macerası da böyle çok sahihmiş gibi gelir bana.
The love between Rahman Gazi and the daughter of the feudal lord is one of the best-known stories of the Aydos Castle. In the conquest of the city of legends, Istanbul, it is perhaps the first that was noted. Historians have made a note of it too. It has been loved and told from generation to generation. One day, a very beautiful girl, like the reflection of the moon, dreams about the prophet Muhammad. Following that dream, she finds herself at the bottom of a pit. She is desperate and desolate. Right at that moment, she sees a handsome gallant with the face of an angel by the side of the pit. The young man helps her out of the pit, cleans her up, and dresses her in new clothes. When she wakes up, she cannot forget the young man's face. She falls in love. For days and nights, she is under the influence of that dream. Some say she has golden yellow hair that sparkles like the moonlight, and she herself is as beautiful as the full moon. Some say she is more courageous and abstinent than she is beautiful. Some say she is the daughter of the lord of the castle. Some say she is the niece. After this dream, when the castle is under siege by the Ottomans, this beautiful and courageous girl catches sight of the young man she saw in her dream. She immediately writes a letter, tells him about her dream, and makes a promise. She sticks the letter onto a stone and throws it from the rampart. The stone falls right in front of Rahman. He picks up the letter and takes it to his commander, Açakoca. The letter is in Greek. They immediately show it to someone who understands the language. Act as if you are retreating. Designate a night. I will open the gates of the castle, and I will turn the castle over to you, she says at the end.